White House, but Governor Palin is not going away, and she is speaking out in a new documentary. Filmmaker John Ziegler made the long trip to Alaska, interviewing the governor for his new documentary, Media Malpractice, about the media's coverage of the 2008 election.
Quite absurd was my interpretation of what was being said, especially about my own pregnancy, having given birth to Trig 4 months prior, once the candidacy was announced there in August. And frustrated, I guess, that I wasn't believed that, yeah, Trig was really my son. You know, that rumor persists today even. We're still receiving calls in our state press office regarding Trig and who is the real mother of this child. When did we start accepting as hard news sources bloggers, anonymous bloggers especially? It's a sad state of affairs in the world of the media today, mainstream media especially, if they're going to rely on anonymous bloggers for their hard news information. Very scary. What is the double standard here? Why people would choose to believe lies, and reporters especially not just taking one extra step to get to the facts and report the facts, but instead continue to spread things that are not true. So, you know, I have the same question that perhaps you do, and others who would participate in this documentary, even trying to figure out, is it political? Is it sexism? What is it that drives someone to believe the worst and perpetuate the worst in terms of gossip lies? Because when I heard Barack Obama state in one of his interviews on national television that his wife was off limits, meaning family's off limits, you know, attack me, I'm the public official, come after me, I can handle it, and we'll duke it out if need be, but family's off limits. I naively believed, okay, they respected that in him, in his demand for that to be adhered to, naively believing, oh, that must apply to all of us, right? But it didn't apply. This report that Bristol and Levi, they're high school dropouts, and they're going to just look for government handouts to raise their child and stuff. Nothing could be further from the truth. And I've asked some in the media to correct that, and they haven't corrected it, and that gets frustrating.
With regard to the Katie Couric interview in general, yeah. How did you feel about it when it finished? Did you feel as if it had gone well, not well?
No, I knew it didn't go well. I knew it didn't go well the first day, and then we gave her a couple of other segments after that, and my question to the campaign was, after it didn't go well the first day, why were we going to go back for more? And because of however it works in you know, that upper echelon of power brokering in the media and with spokespersons, and it was told me that, yeah, we were going to go back for more. And going back for more was not a wise decision either. I never saw the interview after Katie edited it. They spliced it together, did whatever they did, and then aired it. Never saw how it came across. But my understanding is so many other topics that were brought up certainly weren't portrayed as accurately, perhaps, as they could have, should have been after that interview.
You know, even in the post-election interviews, Dave, that she's done, nobody's really asked her, why didn't you answer that question?
Because, Katie, you're not the center of everybody's universe. Maybe that's why they didn't think to ask that question amidst so many other things to be asked. To me, the question was more along the lines of, do you read? What do you guys do up there? What is it that you read? And perhaps I was just too flippant in my answer back to her, but of course, I read newspapers, I read publications. I spend a lot of time, of course, reading our local papers and the highly circulated publications here in Alaska, because that's my job, is to know the business of Alaska and our communities, but also USA Today, yes, and New York Times.
I believe marriage is meant to be a sacred institution between two unwilling teenagers.
How does that make you feel?
The mama grizzly rises up in me hearing things like that. You know, here again.